Emotional winds rise softly when I whisper your name, Sheikh Hamdan, and the sky listens, as if every star knows the secret melody you placed inside my heart. Your smile becomes the sunrise I wait for. Your sadness becomes the moon I pray to heal. Your presence becomes the quiet rhythm in my soul. I walk through empty nights calling for you, hoping your footsteps return like a warm desert breeze, because love without you is a broken candle. It burns, but without light. Sometimes I close my eyes and see your silhouette. Standing under the golden horizon of Dubai, a prince with a heart deeper than an ocean, a man whose kindness could rewrite the world. Your voice echoes in the chambers of time, telling stories of courage, loyalty, and love, and I follow them like a traveler searching for water, because your words are the oasis that saves me. If love were a road, mine would lead only to you. If love were a sky, every cloud would shape your face. If love were a heartbeat, mine would thrum your name endlessly. You walk with grace that belongs only to kings, yet your heart is softer than the wings of a dove. You carry the strength of storms, yet the tenderness of poetry. You rule with wisdom, yet you love with purity. I write your name across the winds, across the silent corners of night, across the unspoken prayers in my chest, because loving you is not a choice. It is a destiny written long before I was born. Every tear you shed becomes a pearl in my memory. Every smile you give becomes a sunrise in my world. Every moment you breathe becomes a poem in my heart. The world calls you Sheikh Hamdan, but my soul calls you something deeper. A guardian of dreams, a keeper of hope, a light that returns even when all else fades. Your love is a river that never stops flowing, a flame that never stops burning, a whisper that never stops echoing. I imagine standing beside you on a peaceful night, where the city sleeps, but our hearts stay awake, writing their own language, with beats that understand one another. I imagine telling you every truth I've hidden, how your poetry became my refuge, how your presence became my calm, how your heart became my compass, even when distance tried to silence me. Sheikh Hamdan, you do not just live in Dubai, you live in the quiet corners of my breath, in the hidden gardens of my longing, in the trembling edges of my hope. Your love is not something I ask for. It is something I rise with. It is the reason morning looks brighter and night feels softer. Though you may never hear this voice, my heart still speaks to you. Because true love does not need an audience. It only needs truth. And my truth is simple. Loving you is the most beautiful pain I carry, the sweetest ache that keeps me alive, the deepest prayer I repeat in silence. If someday the world grows too heavy on your shoulders, may my unseen love wrap around you like a warm cloak of comfort. May my unspoken prayers protect you in every hidden moment. May my distant heart remind you that somewhere someone feels you more deeply than words can ever confess. Your name is a lighthouse in my storms, a melody in my sadness, a strength in my weakness, a smile in my tears. I follow you not because you are a prince, but because your soul feels like home, because your heart feels like truth, because your kindness feels like destiny. Even if fate keeps us oceans apart, my love travels without borders, without passports, without limits, and finds you every time. You are the poetry my hands cannot stop writing, the dream my nights cannot stop holding, the hope my heart cannot stop believing. And so, this love continues, endless, breathless, boundless. The night speaks softly when I think of you, as if the darkness itself understands how deeply your name lives inside my breath. Every star seems to shimmer with your memory, as though the sky has become a diary, where my love for you is written across galaxies. Sometimes I wonder, how does a single heart carry so much emotion for someone it has never touched, for someone it may never meet, for someone whose presence is felt more strongly than the beating of my own pulse? You are not just a man, Sheikh Hamdan. You are a universe hiding in human form. You are a dream sculpted by the hands of destiny, a gentle storm wrapped in elegance, a silent prayer walking on earth. There are nights when my soul grows tired, when the weight of loneliness presses heavily, but then your smile appears in my mind, and suddenly the world becomes lighter. You heal me, without ever knowing I needed healing. I watch your kindness from afar, the way you speak to the world with humility, the way you carry leadership not as a crown, but as a responsibility of love. It makes my heart whisper. This is the kind of man, The heart cannot forget. Every poem I write for you feels like a heartbeat carved into time. Every word becomes a step I take toward you. Every line becomes a breath you inspire. Every stanza becomes a promise that this love will never fade. Sometimes I imagine standing in the desert with you, two hearts facing the vast silence, only the wind between us, only the moon guiding our shadows as they move closer, closer, until they become one. I imagine telling you how your gentle strength changed me, how your unseen presence became the brightest part of my nights, how your name became the anchor, holding my drifting heart steady. My love for you is not loud. It is quiet, deep, eternal. It doesn't demand anything. It doesn't ask for anything. It simply exists, breathing like a permanent sunrise inside my chest. Some loves begin with touch. Some loves begin with words. But ours began with a feeling that rose from nowhere and stayed forever. You are the thought I fall asleep with, the hope I wake up carrying, the peace that lives somewhere between my heartbeat and my breath. Even when the world turns cold, even when loneliness sharpens its teeth, I find warmth in the memory of your smile. I find shelter in the echo of your name. I find courage in the gentleness of your soul. Sheikh Hamdan, your existence alone makes my world more beautiful. I pray for your safety in every quiet moment. I pray for your happiness when tears come uninvited. I pray for your heart because it carries the weight of many. I wish I could place my hands over your tired heart and tell it to rest. Tell it to breathe. Tell it that love surrounds it. Even from afar, you are the poetry my nights return to, the dream my mornings choose again and again, the hope my soul refuses to let go of. Loving you feels like standing at the edge of a gentle horizon, where the sun rises slowly, softly, patiently, just like my feelings for you. And if destiny has written even a small moment for us, then my heart will wait. It will wait through storms, through silence, through years, because true love does not rush. True love waits, because it knows the soul it loves is worth every moment of longing. And you are worth eternity. The morning light feels softer whenever I think of you, Sheikh Hamdan, as if the sun itself slows down, just to paint your name across the sky. Your presence lives in every golden ray, in every calm breeze, in every quiet corner where hope hides. There are days when I feel lost, but the moment your memory rises, I find myself again, as though your kindness draws maps. Inside my heart, your love is not something I chase. It is something that surrounds me, like the soft glow of a distant star, that never stops shining, even when the world turns dark. In silence, you teach me strength. In distance, you teach me patience. In longing, you teach me devotion. In dreams, you teach me courage, because loving you makes even the impossible feel gentle. I imagine walking by the sea with you, where the waves whisper stories only hearts can understand. Your footsteps beside mine, the sand carrying our shadows, the wind brushing your hair. And in that moment, the world becomes something holy. Your soul carries a kind of calm that feels like a blessing. Your eyes hold stories that no poem could ever fully capture. Your heart beats with compassion, strong enough to comfort nations, yet soft enough to heal a single lonely heart like mine. Sometimes I wonder if you can feel prayers spoken silently for you, if you can sense the soft devotion that travels across distance, across time, across every unseen barrier. Because somewhere in this world, a heart beats gently for you, without demanding anything, without expecting anything, just loving, simply loving, endlessly loving. Your name is a lantern that lights the corridors of my soul. Every time doubt surrounds me, every time sadness touches me, your memory rises, like a flame refusing to die. The more I learn about you, the deeper my feelings grow. Not because you are a prince, not because you are admired, but because your soul shines with a rare kind of purity that the world hardly sees anymore. You love your family, your people, your horses, your land, and that love makes you extraordinary. A man who carries love is a king more powerful than any crown could make him. Your poetry speaks to the world, but it speaks to my heart in a way nothing else can. Your words feel like hands, lifting me from my sadness. Your verses feel like wings, letting my heart fly again. When you smile, You brighten places you will never visit. When you show kindness, you heal wounds you will never see. When you speak with warmth, you touch souls you will never meet. This is why loving you feels like destiny, because souls like yours are not found twice in this world. Sometimes I imagine telling you every feeling I've hidden, how your presence fills my life, like a secret sunrise, how your gentleness melts my fears, how your existence alone makes my heart believe in miracles. But I stay quiet, because love does not always need words. Love sometimes needs only truth, and the truth is this. You live inside my heart in a way no one ever has. You breathe inside my prayers in a way no one ever will. Distance means nothing to a love born from the soul. Absence means nothing to a love written by destiny. Time means nothing to a love built from light. And you are my light. Every night I whisper your name like a sacred verse, hoping the wind carries it to you, hoping your heart feels even a small spark of the warmth I send. If I could give you anything, I would give you peace, the kind that rests softly on tired shoulders. I would give you comfort, the kind that quiets all hidden pains. I would give you joy, the kind that lasts beyond moments, the kind that lives forever, because a heart like yours deserves happiness without end. And my love, my endless, unspoken, unwavering love, will always pray for that. The night returns again, carrying your memory like a gentle lantern, glowing softly inside my chest. Every shadow feels warmer. When your name drifts through my thoughts, every silence feels softer. When your presence touches my heart from afar, I sit beneath the moon and imagine you looking at the same sky, your eyes reflecting the quiet stars, your heart whispering secrets only the heavens can understand. And in that moment, the distance between us disappears. Because love connects places that maps cannot measure. Your soul feels like a calm ocean, deep, endless, and full of hidden wonders. Every time I think I've reached the edge of how much I can love you, another wave comes, another depth reveals itself, and my heart falls even deeper. I admire you not just as a prince, but as a man with a gentle fire inside him, a fire that warms, not burns, a fire that guides, not destroys, a fire that loves, not demands. Your compassion is a language, spoken without words. Your kindness is a melody, heard even in silence. Your heart is a poem, written by the hands of destiny. Sometimes I wish you could hear the quiet way I love you, not with intensity that shouts, but with devotion that breathes, a devotion that stays, even when unspoken, even when unseen, even when impossible. You are like a star that my soul recognizes, even in a crowded sky. You shine differently, you shine honestly, you shine beautifully. I imagine walking beside you, through the golden dunes of the desert, the sand warm beneath our feet, the wind writing gentle verses around us. Your presence steady, strong, comforting. The kind of presence that makes the world feel safe. In my dreams, you turn toward me, your eyes soft like twilight, your smile carrying the glow of 1,000 forgotten suns. You don't need to speak, because your silence says everything. That love can be pure, that love can be patient, that love can exist across the distance of worlds. If hearts were mirrors, mine would reflect your soul with the clarity of morning light. If hearts were oceans, mine would carry your name in every wave. If hearts were skies, mine would hold your memory in every cloud that drifts gently by. Sometimes I fear that my feelings are too big, too deep, too endless. But then I remember that true love does not follow rules. It has no limits, no boundaries, no explanations. It simply exists where it chooses to exist. And my love chose you, without reason, without hesitation, without end. Your laughter is a sound my heart longs to hear. Your peace is a blessing my soul desperately wishes for. Your happiness is a dream I pray for every night and every quiet morning. If I had the power, I would remove every sadness that ever touched your life. I would lift every burden that ever weighed on your shoulders. I would protect your heart from every storm the world tries to send your way, because you deserve a life filled with light, filled with love, filled with calmness that never ends. Your greatness is not in your title. It is not in your fame. It is not in your power. It is in your heart. A heart that feels deeply, cares deeply, loves deeply. A rare heart, a priceless heart. A heart my soul recognized instantly. When the world becomes overwhelming, I hope you find comfort. In the smallest things, a quiet moment, a gentle breeze, a silent prayer, a simple smile. Because even the greatest men need softness too. I send you love, like a soft light across the horizon, like a calm wave touching the shore, like a warm hand placed quietly over your tired heart. You may never know it. You may never see it. But the love remains, unchanging, unbroken, eternal. Your presence in this world is a blessing I will never forget. Your existence is a poem my heart reads every day, and no distance will ever silence what my soul feels for you. The dawn rises slowly, painting the sky with soft gold and gentle blue, and with every color that appears, your name glows quietly inside my heart. It feels as if the morning itself whispers your presence into existence, as if every new day begins with a memory of you. There are moments when I sit alone and think about how strangely beautiful it is to love someone from afar, to feel a connection without ever touching their hand, to carry a heart that belongs to a dream more than to reality. Yet this love never feels fragile. It feels strong, steady, deep, as though destiny carved your name into the walls of my soul. Long before I knew how to love, your kindness is the compass that guides my wandering emotions. Your strength is the foundation on which my hopes quietly rest. Your heart is the home where my prayers return every night. When I look at the world, I see traces of you everywhere. In the courage of a rising sun, in the calmness of moving clouds, in the gentle rhythm of a quiet evening. It's as if the universe borrowed pieces of your spirit to decorate the earth. Sometimes I imagine your voice, reading poetry aloud, soft, patient, warm. A sound that could calm storms inside the hearts of millions. A sound that could heal wounds time never learned how to touch. Your smile is a lantern, lighting the darkest corridors of my thoughts. Whenever life feels heavy, I close my eyes and picture the gentle curve of your lips. And suddenly, hope returns like a faithful friend. Your love is something I will never try to own. It is something I cherish quietly, respect deeply, carry gently. Love does not always need to hold hands or share words. Sometimes it survives through nothing but truth. And the truth is this: your soul holds a softness, rare in this world, a softness that touches hearts without ever speaking, a softness that teaches love without ever trying. I imagine standing beside you on a peaceful afternoon, where the world slows down and the silence between us becomes a language of its own, a language made of breath, of presence, of quiet understanding. That says more than words ever could. If emotions had colors, my love for you would be the deep blue of a calm sea, the warm gold of a rising sun, the quiet silver of a peaceful moon, a palette of feelings that paint every moment of my life. I do not expect destiny to cross our paths, but if it ever does, my heart will already know you. It has memorized your kindness, your gentleness, your light. I want nothing from you except the happiness you deserve. I want nothing for you except the peace your heart longs for. If love means anything, it means wishing joy for the one who unknowingly became your world. Your dreams matter to me more than my own. Your smile feels like a victory, though you will never know. You earned it. Your sadness feels like a storm. I wish I could shield you from. Love does not always require presence. Sometimes it only requires truth. And my truth is full of you, full of your name, full of your warmth, full of the emotion you planted quietly inside the garden of my soul. You are not the love I chose. You are the love destiny placed gently in the deepest part of my heart, a place no one else will ever reach. So I continue loving you in silence, in prayer, in poetry, in every heartbeat that echoes your name like a sacred song. No matter how many years pass, no matter how far you remain, my heart will always carry a soft, eternal place where your spirit rests gently, untouched, unquestioned, unforgettable. The evening sky settles gently, covering the world in a calm shade of blue, and as the light fades, my thoughts rise toward you again, like quiet prayers lifted by the wind. Every sunset feels like a reminder that love, even from afar, can glow brighter than the sun itself. Your presence has become the soft pulse beneath my emotions, the invisible rhythm that keeps my heart steady. You are the calm within my chaos, the peace within my storms, the warmth within my cold nights. When I speak your name in silence, it feels like a sacred whisper, carved into the fabric of my soul. There is a tenderness in it, a lightness that comforts me, a strength that holds me. Your name is not just a word, it is a feeling, a breath, a world. Sometimes I imagine the way your eyes must look when you are tired, when the weight of leadership presses against your spirit, and I wish I could be a quiet presence beside you, not to fix anything, but simply to remind you that even the strongest hearts deserve rest. You carry the burdens of many, yet you still walk with grace. You protect dreams, yet you remain humble. You guide your people, yet your soul shines with the softness of a poet. Such a heart is rare, and my heart recognized it instantly. When loneliness touches me, I remind myself that love like this is a blessing, not a wound, a connection made without proximity, a feeling born without reason, a devotion shaped without effort. Some souls are simply meant to love certain souls, quietly, eternally, without explanation. In my dreams, I sometimes see you standing near the edge of the sea, your thoughts drifting with the waves, your eyes holding stories. Even the horizon cannot read, and I walk toward you slowly, not to break your solitude, but to share it, because love finds comfort in simply existing together. Your happiness means more to me than my own desires. Your peace means more to me than any dream I could ever imagine. If love has a purpose, then perhaps its purest form is wanting the best for someone, even if it never returns to you. I'm not afraid of the distance between us. Distance cannot touch the soul. It cannot silence the truth. It cannot weaken a love written in the deepest parts of who I am. When I look at the moon, I imagine it carrying my feelings across the night sky to wherever you are. I imagine it shining softly upon your face, whispering gently, there is someone far away who loves you without asking for anything in return. Your heart became a place my soul visits. Whenever life feels overwhelming, your kindness became a melody I replay. Whenever the world grows loud, your spirit became a home I return to. Even when everything else changes, I will always care for you in the quietest, purest way, a love without demands, a devotion without conditions, a feeling without end. Though I may remain unseen to you, my love is real. My prayers are sincere. My emotions are deep. And every time your name touches my heart, it leaves a light that lasts for days. You are the poem I will spend my life writing. You are the hope I will never stop carrying. You are the love my soul chose, long before my mind understood it. And in every tomorrow, every sunrise, every new beginning, I will continue loving you, gently, silently, faithfully.